it's been a bit quiet here for a few months, and that's because although I had planned to go camping pretty much every single weekend throughout the month of September and the end of August, that didn't end up happening because we went into lockdown. Yay! So, because I do really want to go camping, but it's not presently possible, and to keep a little bit of fun and excitement in my life, which has otherwise just been at home, I am going to be camping today in my backyard. Let's go! Alrighty, so since I'm at home, I won't be sleeping in the van because that's parked in the driveway and I don't think that's very nice. So that's a good opportunity for me to get my tent out again. I do actually really like tent camping. However, I did buy a van at the beginning of this year, and that has meant that I've been able to go camping with people that I wouldn't otherwise go camping with. But it's going to be nice to get out my tent. It's not like a particularly fancy thing. You'll see it set up in a bit. The bag's a bit dirty at the moment because I do have a pottery studio in the garage, which is where this normally is stored. Be nice to get her set up. I've also got a roll to sleep on. My mom sent a pet care package today. She's not in lockdown, it's literally just my sissy. As you can see, I may have already opened these and started eating them. My camera gear, gas canister, also I am at home, so technically I could be, well, I mean I could be sleeping inside too. Could also be cooking inside, but we're not gonna do that. I've got my dishwashing liquid, my cooking oils, chopping board, cutlery, knives and stuff, and my camping cooker, which is what I'm going to be cooking on. This is where I keep all my gear that needs to be cold. I'll show you what I'm making later when I do actually make it. I have ordered, because we're in lockdown, normally I just do grocery shopping like a normal person. Because we're in lockdown, I decided to buy a box, which basically has ingredients for a set amount of meals in it and recipes, and you cook them all up. The box I bought was called Green Dinner Table. It's a fully plant-based meal box, and I've been trying it out this week, and it's been really nice. And it just so happens that one of the meals I think would do quite well for camping, so I'm going to be cooking that today. Also got my sleeping bag. As you can see in comparison to my hand, it's a pretty big bag. It's always really hard stuffing it in here. It is, what's the rating on it? It's good to, well, technically negative 15 degrees Celsius, but I can tell you that for me as a cold, well, someone who gets cold really easily, that I don't think I could survive at that temperature, but nice and warm, so I shouldn't freeze. And then, of course, on top of that, I'll have my pajamas, sun hat, sunglasses, that kind of thing. Yeah, and I'll probably bring a pillow too, which I wouldn't usually when I was tent camping. Usually I'd just stuff kind of one of the, probably the sleeping bag actually, with my clothes that I'm presently wearing, but since we are at home, we can afford ourselves some little luxuries, so I'll grab a pillow. Let's go! Hello and welcome to my garden. As you can see, it's a bit overgrown. I need to mow the lawn, and my veggie patch probably needs some attention. I have been looking at this broccoli for weeks thinking, oh, let it get a bit bigger, let it get a bit bigger, and now I've left it too long. Whoops. I also can't remember what some of these plants are, which is really bad. When I planted my seeds, I thought, oh, I don't need to write down where I put what, I'll just remember, and of course I haven't. This is very lovely. This is daikon, and I didn't know it flowered so beautifully. They are definitely ready to come out of the ground, but I just planted so many that I really don't know what to do with them. Also got some spring onion here, which has gotten quite big. Behind all of this stuff, there is some lettuce hiding here and there. My rhubarb, this has actually been in here for a year. It's been great. I sometimes put some out for neighbors because, I don't know, I just don't really eat that much rhubarb. Pretty sure this is a weed. But in here, there's a wee bit of spinach. Anyway, we make do. I'm gonna be building my tent here next to my feijoa tree. For those of you who don't know feijoa, it's a fruit that comes originally from South America, but it's super popular in New Zealand. It's kind of like a green, it's not a citrus, but it's got quite a tart flavour. And speaking of citrus, we do have a lemon tree, which is very, very productive. At the moment, it's kind of towards the end of the season, but if you look in there, those are the ones that I haven't picked yet. Yeah, let's get building. Alrighty, so I've got a hoodie, I've got a hot water bottle, and I'm gonna be cooking a meal. Recipes online. It's from the food box that I was talking about earlier, so I'll just get that open and underway. So today I'm gonna be making kung pao cauliflower with peanuts and green tea soba noodles. And all the ingredients. I've got my watermelon box bag. So I'll just be chopping things up first, I guess. First the cauliflower. I've got a wee chopping board here. Supposed to remove the leaves and the stalk. It doesn't really have much of a stalk, and then cut into bite-sized pieces. The next step is to get a pot of water, salted water, boiling, and also heat up a pan on medium-high heat. Now that my pan's hot and I've got some oil in it, I'm just gonna slowly add that cauliflower in batches and cook it for about 6 minutes. That's happening, I'm gonna grab this pak choy and I'm gonna thinly slice it. As you get towards the green, make the cuts bigger, ending in 3 centimeter slices. I've got my bok choy sliced. Next is green beans. I'm going to be removing the top from them and cutting them into thirds. It's been roughly 6 minutes. Well, actually I have no idea, I haven't been keeping track of time, but I'm gonna transfer this cauliflower, which as per instructions is a wee bit brown, not sure how well you can see that, oops, into a bowl, and then I'm gonna be marinating it in kang pao sauce for a while. So, green dinner table prepares their own sauces and I send them in these wee bottles. But what I do like is on the label it does say what exactly is in it, which is good if you've got any allergens obviously, or if you want to make the sauce yourself in future. This particular sauce has light soy, dark soy sauce in it, as well as rice wine vinegar, sugar, star anise, Sichuan pepper, corn flour, and ginger. Right, now that we've done that, next step is the garlic. Going to peel and mince, how many cloves? I always do more, but let's see how much they say. They say 4 cloves. Peel and mince 4 cloves of garlic. As well as an onion, red onion specifically. We're gonna be peeling and slicing this. Untidy, so I'm just going to be putting my rubbish in this empty cauliflower bag. Don't follow my lead. Think of this beforehand. Now the thing about a camping cooker, I feel like I could have started boiling my water later because it is operated on gas and it heats up really quickly. So if for whatever reason you do decide to make a meal like this on a camping stove, I would suggest just starting the pan at the beginning when it says to and leave the pot till later, because that is, I mean, I've turned it quite far down, but that is definitely boiling. And I don't even have the noodles in there yet. Just mixing my cauliflower. Alright, the water got boiling and I've chucked my noodles in. Forgot to mention I have this pack of dried chili and roast peanuts. I'm going to be chopping up the chili and adding them in. Maybe not all the chili because it does say they're very hot, so yeah, we'll see how we go. Added everything into the pan, chucked in a pinch of salt. Cauliflower still marinating. Gonna let it cook for a wee bit. Noodles are supposed to go for 7 minutes apparently, then they are strained. Cauliflower is meant to get chucked in towards the end and then just heat it up again. I might cut them up, not cut them up, can't speak English anymore. I might drop them in a wee bit earlier just because I'm not sure I left them in for the full 6 minutes. They still feel pretty hard, so might chuck them in. Oh, let's just chuck them in now, shall we? So, cauliflowers and that lovely sauce all goes in. Oh no. Ah, dribble. Give that a remix. And I'll just wait a few minutes. Alright, turn that up a bit. I'll just wait some minutes until the noodles are boiled. And then I'll show you the finished meal. Righty, have my dinner. Now I'm gonna make some tea and roast some marshmallows. And by tea I mean hot chocolate. My whistling kettle, it'll whistle when it's done, and I'll probably wait until it's done before I roast the marshmallows. My plan is just to take the kettle off, move it to the side, and then put the marshmallows on a fork because I don't have a skewer, and roast them over the open flame. My gas ran out, so I had to change canister. It got dark, but luckily we do have an outdoor light. It's ready! So I've got these marshmallows. You can't see them now because it's dark. They're called Dandies and they're completely vegan. And they're very tasty. So I'm just gonna roast them a little bit, a few of them.